Hey, so, okay, here's a totally simple little trick that I came up with recently that has really changed my organization with glazing. So, I don't know about you, but my glazes, like, when they're dry and on the pot, they all look really similar. Like, here's my blue. Let's see if I can show you. Here's my blue. Here's my purple. And here's my green. You know, like there's slight differences, but they're all really similar. And if I'm just glazing like crazy and I've glazed part of the pot but not the whole thing, I want to remember that this is blue because I want it to have a certain other color with it, right? That's not always so easy to stay organized about in the studio. So, well, first of all, I'll say one thing is that if you can't remember what glaze it is, sometimes I like to use my spit. If you wet it, you can use water or your spit, but I usually just take a little spit and put it on the glaze. Then it'll go darker, and sometimes you can get a little bit better sense of which glaze it is. So that's one trick. But the thing that's really worked for me is I have these little just sample colors that I made long ago. They're actually not even the same color anymore as my glazes, but like this is a blue. And so I just put it in the zone where I have like all my blue pots. So I have some over here. This whole area right now is my blue pot. So I'll just, if it were big enough, I would stick it on top of one of them or just something so that I visually can see that those are the blue ones. Over here, this isn't my green anymore, but it was an old green thing that I had, so I put that with the green zone over there. And then over here I have a purple zone. So here's the thing that's telling me that this is the purple zone. So it's just like, again, like the silliest little, it's not a genius thing, right? But God, organizationally, huge help. So something visual of the color, if you want to remember, if you're like me and you glaze 500 pots at a time and everything's everywhere, then that is something that really works for me.